All right, we live. Check it out more.
All right, Shalom. This is the Brothers of GMS New Orleans coming at you with another live lesson. But before we get started, as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who ruled and teach well. And peace and salutations to you sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure to the end. And to the few sincere Akwat out there diligently learning in silence, Shalom. And with this live lesson, we're just going to go into the fact that the Most High is putting a cold spirit out here. And these people out here, before long, even though we're already seeing it happen, are going to be at each other's throats because we're coming into the time of Jacob's trouble, where there's going to be food shortages, pestilences out here, civil unrest, economic calamities causing people to lose their jobs and their businesses. And people are, as Gerald Salente says, when people have nothing left to lose, they lose it. And this time we're coming into where people are about to go at each other is going to be worse than any other time in history. It's going to eclipse, any horror movie you've ever seen. So to you sincere Akim and Akwat out there, right now, you should be diligently preparing your spirit for these horrific things that are to come and these horrific things that we're going to see. Hey, it's going to be nasty out here, but we know that relying on Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and doing whatever we can to stay in his good graces during this grace period is going to have that protective hedge over us during Jacob's trouble. But we're going to start it off with Matthew chapter 24, verse 12.
Okay. The same Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. It says, it's in red letters, it says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Khan, and in Matthew chapter 24, around these verses, this is Yahweh Shai going into, the end time signs that his disciples would see to know that they were living in the last days. And as verse 12 says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And when we go into that word iniquity in the Strongs, it's G458, anamia, which in the outline of biblical usage reads, the condition of without law, because ignorant of it, because of violating it, contempt and violation of law, iniquity and wickedness. And we know that this is ultimately talking about the world being without the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai reigning in them. But what? These people out here, especially in America, are disregarding the laws of the land, the laws of the government. Hence why you see a lot of these flash mobs breaking into these different stores and stealing shit. And it's getting so bad to where these companies are telling the security to just let them take it because shit, we ain't gonna stop them. And it's just too much of an issue out here. You got it.
Yeah, you getting real time or live time flood behavior, right? People, which really marks the end sign of the end. All right, it's a sign or token of an end, the end of, order, the end of structure. All right, which is a lead up that actually goes into this, man. When you deconstruct something or break something down, all right, you don't just hit it hard. All right, the Lord chip away at it, man. All right, that you can make the whole destruction easy. All right, once you break it down, because when you build something up or construct with structure, you build it with strength. So what you do to break it down is weaken it. All right, you got demolition, right? Get that word demolition, Amawad. And what you're having here is you're having people, all right, people is going to also weaken other people. As you see in the title, it says people are turning against each other, man. All right, the Lord is putting on a spirit over these people of just being radical at each moment. And you have over in California, I believe, they have up until a $900 shoplifting pretty much they shoplift $900 and then they could be arrested or whatever, man. Like what are we talking about here, man? I mean, who follow rules of stealing? Well, you could steal 20 or 30% of the store, but the other 70, that's off limits. I mean, you give a person an inch, you take them out. And what you're saying, the behavior is getting radical, man, which we're going to bring out a few precepts and Lord willing be edifying. You got it, all right?
Con, if I could say real quick.
Word, you got a word.
Con.
This demolition. 1540s, destruction, overthrow,
Yeah,
literal, the action of pulling down or destroying a structure.
right. So when you demo something or break it down, right? It says in Ecclesiastes 10 and 18 that the house is dropping through. But the reason why the house dropped through is the people that live in the house, they stop caring about it. They let mold get in it. All right. They don't worry about paying the bills. All right. Or the structure, the thing that kept the house strong, they lose care for it. And once you lose care for something, it's going to surely fall. Go ahead. All right. You got it, brother.
And just to back you up, what does it say in Isaiah 24? The haughty people or the proud people of the earth do languish because what? They transgressed the laws. They broke the everlasting covenant. Hey, they aren't following the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. They're in a state of iniquity out here. And it's getting to the point where they're not even following the laws of their own government. And it's because people see, especially the youth, that there's no hope in this society anymore. Everybody's working a dead-end job. You know, they're one paycheck away from getting kicked out. We're not eating real food. The relationships between men and women is just, that's a thing of the past. If society were a race car, your dashboard would be in all red. The car's damn near at the point of exploding out here, and these people are about to explode. They're gonna have that cold, destructive spirit towards each other. And if I could get another word, this is the part we're at in Esau's society. We're in the decadence stage, which is the last stage of a society before it just completely collapses, where nobody gives a shit. And they're just selfish, narcissistic sociopaths out here. But this is the definition for the word decadence: moral or cultural decline as characterized by excessive indulgence in pleasure or luxury. And it even has an example that says he denounced Western decadence. And where do we live at? In the so-called Western world. And this society is built on what? Indulgence and luxury. Eating as much as you want, drinking as much as you want, fucking as much as you want, who you want, with abandon, just not giving a care about anything, which decreases the moral fiber and character of these people out here. But
if people don't care about themselves, how they gonna care about the world they live in? I mean, if they don't have respect towards each other, how you gonna have respect to something that's surrounding y'all, man? Y'all don't even have the understanding that people have the domain over everything, even the world that we're in, right? That it was made for the people's sake. But the people don't have the intelligence to understand that, well, wait a minute. Shouldn't we keep our waters clean, our air clean, the things that help us live? Shouldn't we cherish that? Go ahead. I'm going to make a point, brother.
No, I was just agreeing. You would think any sane person would take care of the environment their children have to leave. And even if you don't care about yourself, you have a lot of people that don't care about their own life, but they at least care about their children. When you get to the point where children are a prey, that's society's got to go.
Yeah, you got the terminology, a product of your environment. Well, the people have become that, man. Look at the environment. Look how horrible, how tragic it is, how dirty it is. All right. I mean, you can't sustain like this a human life. When the Lord designed the earth, he made it clean. All right. Let things be pure. All right. Everything is defiled and contaminated. How anything's supposed to survive, man? All right. From the waters, the animals, the fishes are beaching themselves. All right. And you got people committing suicide. All right. You got people in zombie states, people on type of drugs. All right. Abuse of all sources at an all-time high, man. All right. People abusing themselves profusely, man. All right. Every day, over and over, with synthetic shit that ain't even real, man. All right. They're not, I mean, anything you get of the earth is completely, like the brother said, genetically modified, man. All right. You're not getting a real of anything. So at this point, what it's doing is weighing on a people's mind. And these jobs is just not cutting it. I don't give a damn. You get paid $25 an hour. You struggling, man. Let's be frank here. All right. Which going to cause what? Chaos. And chaos carries over from the job site to what? The house. Because Jake don't have no rest in his house. The woman bugged out. She committing adultery. She don't love the children. They don't really have money for food. The car got car problems. And everybody got coke problems. He's got a coke demon going on. All right,
Yeah.
you got something going on. All right, it's to the point that where people are just losing their goddamn mind, and we're walking into perilous times. I got a precept.
And Amwar, could you hold for me real quick? Could we get Sirach 14:5 before you get your precept, just to back up a point you made about how, like, if people ain't doing good to themselves, like, then what do you expect? Yeah. If people don't care about their own lives, like, then how you expect them to care about society? You don't. If you smoking cigarettes out here, if you're a crash dummy if you smoke cigarettes out here. Like,
you at the end of yourself, and it's a token of the times. You got it.
I saw a video the other day where a chick, the title of the video was this man turned me down because I had HIV. And her whole point in the video was like, just because I have HIV doesn't mean I can't take medication and not have a flare up. That's the mindset of these people. Like, you are destroyed on every
Lord.
It's not a big deal that I got HIV. What are we doing? But you got that Sirach.
Yeah, this is Sirach chapter 14, verse 5. It says, "He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good?"
Point blank, period. If you don't give a shit about your health, your mental state, or anything, then you don't give a shit about your environment. If you eating fast food every day, if you are obese, disgusting pig out here, if you are a cigarette smoker, if you just doing things that clearly rot your body and rot your mind, then how are you expected to have a society that's built upon people like that? And just to back you up, these jobs aren't cutting it, Kaya. Like, if you work in a job to where you have no path to move forward, and it's a dead-end job, you're not going to give a shit about the quality of work you're doing on the job. So that's just going to expound on the problem.
For real. Alan, if Jake beating his kids, everybody in his house, he damn sure ain't going to give a damn about his neighbor. His neighbor wouldn't count at all, man. All right? Jake killing their own kids. I mean, we should read status articles. Jake just offing their children. He just had remember the young guy that burned his house with the 4 children in it out here back. He just ran out the back door. Hey, I'm about to burn the children. He actually burned them. All right. We're in perilous times. I got something real quick for you. This is not only is in the New Testament, but it's in the Old Testament as well, which is the same testaments. But that's neither here nor there, right? You got Micah 7:6, which is the prophecy out of Luke 12:53, I believe. It says the father, I just read the Luke 12:53. It says the father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. You got it right.
Everybody, just look at the average family out here. Everybody fucking hates each other. Like, this Apostle Ricard made a beautiful point, and I saw it. I was at the house on Thanksgiving. These last couple of years, I'd look out the window and see cars parked out by my neighbor's house, everybody together. I didn't see nary a car outside on Thanksgiving. It looked like a regular day. These people, for one, they don't have the money to celebrate Thanksgiving. And for two, people are so divided in society and their beliefs that they just don't like each other. They can't deal with each other. And we especially saw it during the pandemic when people, couldn't stay away from their loved ones at the job or, at the bar or committing adultery or whatever. When they had to stay with their family, you saw domestic abuse go up, and you saw, children getting the shit kicked out of them go up.
Yeah, the closer people get to each other, all right, the worse off situations get. And then we living in the earth where Esau stacked everybody up on top of each other, man. All right, Jake trying to get away, okay, from a place where he can't get away from. All right, Jake can't escape in his mind. There's no peace in his mind. There's no peace in his house. There's no peace in his car. All right, Jake just at a point to where he's just finna explode, man. All right, and they tell you in one verse up. I read one verse up, 2 verses up. All right, I wanted to get. It says, "Suppose ye," Luke 12:51, "that I am come to give peace on earth. I tell you, nay, but rather division." All right, division brings in a uprising. All right, because when you divided, you can't get along. There's no agreements to people. People can't walk together because they can't agree on anything. All right, you got useless arguments. All right, that's why these people are known to the elites as useless eaters. All right, you useless in every way. All right, you useless at the job. Okay, you useless with the way you think. You're useless when you talk. All right, you just pretty much useless at this point. What you do with something that's useless? All right, you cut it off. That's simple, man. But go ahead, brother.
God. And hey, we got to get that Ecclesiastes 3 at some point, because we're in the times of division, as it says in that Ecclesiastes 3. There's a time and a season to everything, and we're in the time of nations rising against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and friends fighting one against another like enemies. You know, the love of many waxing cold, because this is what you get in a society not built off the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Disunity in the family, disunity in the economy, the society, with the planet, division at all levels.
Yeah, that word division says right there in Luke 12, that's 12 and 51. It says
Strong's G 1267. Dimeres mas. Dimeres mas.
Right, dimeres mas, like dimensions. It says a parting, like you said, a disunion or dissension. All right, opinion, a disunion of opinion and conduct, which a lot of people have fell for their own vain opinions because they believe Esau have made the world believe that their opinion is factual, man. All right, everybody can have an opinion. Everybody can say something, which caused chaos in itself, man. You only support that particular men speaking, like for real. All right, like, and they're supposed to speak for the nation. All right, that's why you have kings set up and provinces, man. All right, and kingdoms set up so it don't be everybody speaking. All right, so it don't be no dissension and thoughts or actions taken, man. But go ahead, brother.
If I could say, this is what you get when you got a servant in power, because when you're a servant, when you're underneath somebody, you're naturally, wanting to be in the power position and have a say. So when you got Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, a natural born servant in power, what's his spirit going to be? Well, everybody should have an opinion and do what they want to do. And we see that this clearly is not how things are supposed to work, because we're seeing the more people get social media and get, a voice on the internet, the more we see these people are bugged out here and just need to shut the hell up.
Yeah. Hey, it says to cleave in sunder, cut in pieces, to be divided into opposing parts, to be at variance, right? To be at variance. So again, like the brother said, all right, they'll put the people are at variances. And they say this Thanksgiving and this Black Friday was an all-time low. Everybody took a L. All right, I was out there with the brother, and I think the brother was doing shell rods, the elder brother in Atlanta, a Tazawan. All right, the day that I came down there, doing making a little extra cash, and he was like, there was nobody's in the mall. Like, it wasn't really nobody to go nowhere. Like, nobody was really shopping. Like, it's just nothing. All right, even on so-called Cyber Monday, this place is taking an L, man. Everything is against each other. Go ahead, brother.
I just wanted to get was one of y'all holding that 2 Timothy 3?
I got it.
I'm gonna just get a few more of similar words for decadence, and then we'll get that 2 Timothy, because they all line up with each other. Dissoluteness, dissipation, degeneracy, debauchery, corruption, depravity, sinfulness, moral decay, immorality, lack of morals, lack of principles, lack of restraint, lack of self-control, wantonness, self-indulgence, hedonism. And do we not see all these taking place every day in the streets of America? When you talk to the people on the job, you just see people in their daily life, and especially on social media, People are just in a lack of self-control, hedonistic, debaucherous state out here. These people are pretty much, just without saying it, they're begging to die. Like if you live in a crash test dummy life, you eventually gonna get hit in that wreck. You're gonna hit that wall, and that's gonna be it for you. Because these people's spirit, there's so much, sensory overload going on, and just so much stuff going on that people can't take it. From the job to relationships being broken down, no future, that they're trying to escape. They're trying to escape through their vices, which really ultimately they want to escape from this life. They just, for whatever reason, this isn't a video promoting self-deletion. They just can't take that next step. So they're taking the slow steps to get there.
You got something, Mama? What?
I don't know. I was always
Come on, go ahead.
Yeah.
It's the book of Isaiah. The point is in 14. I'm gonna read 1 and then jump down. I'm gonna read 2 and jump down. This Isaiah 19 and 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
And hey, we're seeing that, we especially saw that back during 2019 to 2021 with the pro-juice against the anti-juice. We saw it during the George Floyd protests, and every little issue that comes up now, you've got
Abortion.
two sides. Or what'd you say?
Abortion.
That, Mo rights, anything out here that can be a political issue, people are divided on it. And it just hasn't reached that point to where, well, in some cases, people have been laying hands on each other. But, when there's food shortages, the economy collapses, hey, it's going to go from throwing words to throwing lead at each other. It's going to be full-blown civil unrest in the United States of America. And this country is ripe for the picking because, again, it's in that decadent state where people are lawless out here. They're selfish. So what? They're going to look for their own best interests and not for the community, as we always bring out. And, other brothers always bring out, people don't have that neighborly, mindset anymore where your neighbor. You have the cookout, or you wave at your neighbor when you see him come home or her come home. Most of the time, what do people do when they see their neighbor coming? They just rush into the house so they don't have to talk to him, or they wait in the car until their neighbor gets in the house. You can't have a community or a society based off of that. But that's what you get when you have this decadent, selfish, society we live in under Esau, Edom.
God. This is verse 14. It says, Yahweh have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof.
Hey, it ain't working for Babylon anymore. People aren't looking at this place as the end all be all, or the American dream. A lot of those northern kingdom that are coming across the border, you're seeing a large number of them go back across the border because they're saying, look, we can't find any jobs here. And this is just not where I want to, raise my family. And then, we got the Mo rights out here, the feminism, just all democracy, crony capitalism, all these different things that's just not working out here. And it used to work when Esau could doctor things up. But now with the internet and Esau being exposed, people are, waking up to the okie doke and just completely turning against America and this Western society as a whole.
Hey, you know what? Jake really fighting. Jake finding out the truth, man. Jake finding out he been played. All right. That everything ain't what it is. That Christmas ain't real. Jake finding out, like, wait a minute, man. All right. Because the truth build what? Up anger in people, man. All right. Jake already taking all kind of antidepressants for anger, right? ADDH medicine, whatever the letters is. All right, okay, I ain't get it right. Oh well. All right. All kind of like Jake on all kind of drugs to suppress his mind. All right. Jake can't decompress. All right. And Jake angry and pissed off because Jake see, like, man, this man played me, man. And I still gotta follow him because I done made an alliance with him. You see that? They done made an alliance with their enemies, and now they see their enemy has made a laughing stock, a gazing stock out of them. All right, Jake, see the spectacle out. Chill, go ahead. Why you gotta go?
That's a beautiful point because in the truth, we say this all the time. You went to school, you played yourself. If you didn't go to school, you played yourself. But imagine these Jakes that's that's lesser luminaries, these boule niggas, these Freemason niggas, they dedicated their whole life to a lie. All right, these celebrity niggas, the amount of practice it takes to become a champion at a sport, then people are finding out the sports are fake, it's rigged. You spend your whole life to make it to the league, and you get to the championship. Hey man, throw the championship. The ref making the game. It's like everything's fake. You dedicate your whole life to something and realize it's all been a lie. That'll bug you out, man.
And you got to give up yourself sexually to have a reputation in this society. And not only that, but you got to push filth onto your people to destroy your own nation. That's the ultimate example of playing yourself. You got played, and you're forced to play your own people. Just have your whole nation get played. And then even Esau, the average everyday Edomite, is learning he got played by his own elites too. Like, bye-bye 401k, bye-bye that college tuition for your kids, bye-bye, all that. These Edomites are getting riled up too and ready to, take it to these politicians, and especially take it to you Jakes.
That's why you got crime at an all-time high. Domestic violence and assault charges at an all-time high, man. Batteries and these different things showing what people is getting physically, like, things are just becoming intolerable to words. And he already softened all the people down in the society. All right, he made everything an offensive gesture. All right, you can't talk loud, you can't say the truth to nobody. All right, everybody's just in a state of where they just ecstatic about anything being told to them. They ready to just explode. The brother Quara, Shalom, Yahweh Bashimah Shabarakatah. Well, no, that's Salaki, brother. Brother Kushab put one on that Wisdom of Solomon 3:19. It's the end of an unrighteous generation. You get that word horrible, you get dreadful, terrible, and exceedingly intolerable, man. All right, and exceedingly intolerable. And that's what these people have come to, man. Like, everything is intolerable for Jake. Jake don't have the patience. All right, Jake ain't willing to wait on nothing. Okay, Jake, even the new system that's coming in, Jake said that's taking too long. They want you to hurry up and move forward with the MOT to the B. All right, come on with it. They all about the next new thing, man. But that ain't coming fast enough for Jake, man. All right, Jake in a downward spiral, but also looking for hope. All right, in a hopeless place, man. You see that? Well, go ahead, brother.
Khan, you got the Timothy.
Khan. Be bristled with filth. A repugnant. Gotta get that. A repugnant society. Extremely distasteful and unacceptable, man. All right? And these people doing all manners of vile things. No, these things, when you read the scriptures about Sodom and Gomorrah, this doesn't surpass that, man. I saw a fucking article. You got a woman with 2 husbands. It's like, and then these niggas sitting there proud, she's sitting on one of their lap, the other one hugging her head. Like, it's like, what are we doing here, bro? But
I seen a B become a G and a G become a B, and then they both got together because they wanted to be with the sex that they changed into be. Like, just complete confusion out here.
Madness.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
This place is definitely, morally repugnant. Like, it's not even safe to say. It's a definite to say, if you ain't in the truth, you a degenerate out here, and you a mo. Like, if you ain't in the truth, you a mo.
You some kind of freak. Whatever you columnize under that freak, that department of a freak, that's what you is, man. All right, you ain't gonna get around being a freak. Jake, well, I ain't like this. I don't be out there on canals. Well, you're a secret freak. Go ahead, Amawad.
Yeah, the Lord make it clear in Romans, the 1st chapter. If you're not against it, you with it. So even if you're not necessarily committing these acts, you condone it. So you basically a mo anyway, man, by default.
You're a mo by default. What you permit, you promote, man.
That's the thing I hate the most. Like, say you're actually having a good conversation with a Jake in the world who doesn't like this society, but then when it comes to, you know, somebody's freakism, they're like, though I don't have anything personally against it, I don't believe. Then you might as well just accept it. Like,
Yeah.
then why are we even having this conversation? Oh, you got it.
Yeah, if you're a man, you should have something personal against a man being penetrated. It doesn't matter if it happens to you. The concept of that should irritate you. Like, what are we doing? A man is not an entrance. We're not a vessel to be entered. Like, that's off. Period.
In every situation with Jake, no matter how spiritual it started off, it's gonna end up sickening, brother. All right, if you don't serve the Lord, it's gonna end up like, brother, like where you came from there to here.
Yeah.
All right. Again, Jake is not cognitive of the things he say, and like again, the things that he promote, or he don't condone, or he condone. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's another beautiful point, because you could be talking to Jake that hates Esau. He's straight up on some black power. You know, we need to come together after white man. Then he'll just bring up something like, yeah, we need the black dollar. We need to. It's like, bro, you just say you hate the white man, but you want the Federal Reserve to circulate black dollar. Like, that's, you bugged out, man. We need our own. We need sovereignty. Jake doesn't have the concept of sovereignty in his mind. Until you come into the truth, you don't even understand what rulership is.
You're right.
You think rulership is stunting on your brother or stunting on another person of your nation?
Yeah. Jake thinks rulership is getting enough Federal Reserve notes from Esau to go buy something and sit right next to a nigga and take his woman, man.
Yeah.
Slime ball.
Jake goddamn through, man. All right. Jake could take advantage of his own self, man. What are we doing here, man? Who in the hell take advantage of their own self, man?
Hey, I was holding earlier.
Sex doll and just in his mind he having fucking children with the rag doll. He done had two, then divorced the rag. But you're taking advantage of your own self, man. What are you thinking about?
Man,
what are you thinking about, Jake?
Jake got AI girlfriends now. AI girlfriends are the new thing.
Jake got an AI girlfriend in a virtual reality world, and then lay up there and cheat on her. And what the hell?
AI,
like
you got
we gotta go.
You got women getting raped in the metaverse.
Yeah, they got strip clubs in the metaverse, and the world don't give no regards to children. Let's not play no games. I did a video on this, I think about 2 years back, about the kids being able to access strip clubs in the metaverse. This real life we talking about. We want to bring some excitement to the world, but that devil had it come to pass that he gonna bring out swinging more than make marriage boring and bring out swinging, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's Paul Harvey.
And what do we have now? You know, this whole open relationship thing, which is just as the thing that's just gotten out of hand now. Like,
yeah, another thing pissing Jake off as well. The Lord bringing you stars of heaven down. Huh? You stars and you celebrities. All right, all kind of old man. A case came out on a nigga since 87, bro. Come on, man. 87. It's technically no proof of that whatsoever. Y'all just getting ramshacked. All right, all the Diddy's, the Cuban Gooding Juniors. All right, all the men of old. All right, actors, and they just hitting them with all kind of Jamie Foxx, and they just hitting them with all kinds. Brother, it just everybody. They getting every Jake. It don't matter who you ask. Go ahead. All right.
They taking down these, you know, these idols to you, Jakes, these celebrities. It's coming out that they cucks, they sodomites, they freaks, they cross-dress, they drug addicts, everything is coming out. And hey, it's beautiful. It's beautiful seeing every aspect of this wicked society get torn down, because those celebrities didn't do anything for, you know, the community at all, but destroyed even further. So fuck them. And fuck you too if you into it.
Hey, that community demon is that's a demon. I believe that was Apostle Gabal went into it, that whole community thing, that with unity thing. The Lord ain't with
all your is the demon of community or something.
Yeah, that's a demon, man. Bro, what do the community that I live in don't process nothing but demonic mistress children, brother. Like they don't have even parks and different things like that, brother. Like that has nothing to do with our Heavenly Father, man. Oh, I'm gonna give back to the community. You jakes that play football, and that's how you know they all tied in with the system too. All right, everything is for the community. All right, what community? Okay, like at the end of the day, whatever Jake is doing, he's worshiping Baal. All right, in some kind of way, it's going back to Baal. Okay, and however, whatever Jake is contributing to is going back into an idol, man. All right, it's idol worshiping. Whether it's Esau himself, all right, idol he set up. Okay, Jake, you're idol worshiping, man. You committing idolatry, spiritual idolatry against the Heavenly Father. But I got this precept, I'm gonna write it in the level. You want me to get it?
Yeah, you got it.
This 2 Timothy 3:1. It says, "This know also that in the last days, perilous times shall come."
And we can clearly see we're in perilous times. World War III is on the horizon, economic collapse. And one of the brothers put in our chat that some Eve working at Subway got a dome tap because she put too much mayonnaise on a Subway sandwich. That's like pretty perilous times to me. If such an insignificant thing can get you sent to the spirit world.
For men shall be lovers of their own selves.
Keep going.
Right. You know you could marry yourself in this society, right?
You can marry a bridge if you want to.
Like, brother, that's neither here nor there, brother. It's just, you could marry your own self, brother. A marriage take two, according to the law of the Heavenly Father, a woman and a man. How you marry your own self?
Well, I mean, if you say a man can be a woman and a woman can be a man, you could be a
be
man.
Both.
Marry
you can be non-binary, so you got women out here that are marrying themselves and then divorcing themselves 2 weeks later.
Yeah, they're getting on their own goddamn nerves.
On their own nerve. Jake go cheat on his own self. It's like, what are we doing, bro? We gotta this is real life what we saying too. Like it's proof. All right. You turn on the internet have become totally disgusting. All right. Totally. Yeah, it has the truth on there, but everything outside of the truth or the men of the Lord, brother, is disgusting. Don't matter what it is. All right. You could just be an unholy freak on the internet, man. It says,
and if I could say, and get a following for it, the more degenerate you are, the more famous you become.
Yep.
And this whole social media thing has been a plague to humanity. That's definitely shown, men shall become lovers of their own selves. Here you are, let's say you're going on a date with somebody, and you're more concerned about the restaurant you go to and the pictures you can take and the clout you can get from it than, actually getting to know that person or whatever. You're more concerned about doing the next fad, the next skit, just for clouts, just for likes, just to feed into your own narcissism.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Covetous. For men shall be lovers. It said men. like, a woman be infatuated with her beauty, her glory, her hair. Like a man, it's like it said, for men shall be lovers of their own selves. That goes on so many levels. It says covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. Whenever you want to jump right, you got it.
Hey, and we especially see that this is a highly covetous society. Look at our people. What's it all about? Getting the bag by any means necessary. Just getting these carnal things, these outward appearance things, just to stun on the next Jake and make it you seem like you the man or the woman out here when you had to get a loan to get it, you going into debt to get it, and you ain't able to pay your light bill to put this fake image out there. Boasters, everybody's the biggest. Everybody, if you take social media, if you believe that the image people put up there is the truth. You think everybody's just a successful multi-millionaire jet setter out here when it's all just a fake image being put up out here to feed that narcissism. Proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. Which
let me say this. Let me say this, brother. Baba Kasha, you want to make a point?
you got it.
Brother, like, if you're not vexed, you're a demon. You have to be a demon. Like, brother, our vexation, all again, like we sigh and cry to the Lord, but then even in the flesh, like we are pissed, like we pissed off, man. All right, because it's no judgment on this. It's getting worse and waxing worse and worse. But we understand the patience the Lord gave us down here that we got to suffer for a time. But we get it, brother. But if you're not vexed, if you walking around happy in any kind of way, all right, you're a freak and you're a demon. You're a demonic freak, all right, and you're diabolical, just like your father, the devil. Well, you want to say something, Mama? What?
No, can't agree more. I got a precept back in that, but you got it.
Shit, you can get your precept back.
Con, this is Romans 1. I'm gonna start at 28. It says, and even as they did not like to retain the Most High in their knowledge, Yahweh gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. And so ultimately the Most High gave these people up because they hate him. All right. One of the things you learn when you come to the truth is that the Lord clearly tells you who loves him, who hates him, and how to identify him. These people that hate the commandments, that hate his prophets, they actually hate the Most High. It says, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of God, haters of the Most High, man.
And what does that come?
You got it.
That comes with a society that's abounds in iniquity or lawlessness without the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. You just go completely left and you indulge in this wickedness out here, this degeneracy, as the brother's going into, and as it's going into in this 2 Timothy chapter 3.
God. It says, haters of the Most High, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedience to parents, without understanding.
If I could say, inventors of evil things. I saw a clip on World Star the other day where this Eve came up with how can I put this, an eggplant Uber. I'll put it like that, to where you call the number and she drives up and you pay her $100 and it's an eggplant Uber. We'll just leave it at that.
What the fuck? Sex on wheels, brother?
Exactly.
What are we? Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, they got all kind of it's new levels of freakism. Like in Atlanta, they got a restaurant where lonely Eves go there and they pay Jake to feed them bananas and whipped cream and all kind of shit, like in a sexual manner. But it's a restaurant, but it's freaked out. Eve need a husband, man.
And you got
burning, but it says,
and I've seen with that, you got women who have their bachelorette parties at that restaurant.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, if your so-called wife went to a bachelorette party, you through.
For real.
If she went to Jamaica, if she went to Las Vegas, she got a banana. She got a banana split, all right.
Yeah.
Man, she went to a pool party in the city. There's 20 minutes from you through.
Yeah.
If she went to Walmart, you through. Freak the hell. That wasn't, she wasn't at no damn Walmart. Goddamn, but brother, this is the life we live, brother. You know, just go to the store and grab some groceries. You through, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a woman on social media, that's not your woman.
That's not. Yes.
Backbiters, haters of the Most High, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding.
That's that 2 Timothy chapter 3, just being repeated. And this is all the signs of a lawless society, in a state of decadence and moral decay. And when society finally does collapse, you're going to see all these people. They don't have the drugs. They don't have the social media. They don't have the jobs. What are they going to do? They're going to wild the fuck out and get it how they live out here. You're going to see that true animal, that true beast that dog, as they say, come out of these people.
Hey, when you jump to 2 Timothy 3 and 5, I'm gonna read it in the NLT because it says, having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. In the NLT that says they will act religious, but they will reject the power that can make them godly. Stay away from people like that. And one of the main thing everybody's arguing over, if everybody now is a biblical scholar, whether they wrong as fuck. I mean, you got people wrong as fuck with the Bible. No, hella wrong. All right, outrageously wrong. But people like, well, yeah, you know, they co-signing the shit. All right, they signing on. Oh, well, you know, they right. Everybody got an opinion. Okay, and everybody's a biblical philosopher now. Notice, like, that's at an all-time high. It don't matter who it is. They all know the Bible, or they have their own way of explaining it. Oh, my religion is this. My religion is that. And people is battling over that. All right, because religion in the latter days, okay, was, you know, it was going to be the heat of the matter. Wisdom was going to increase in the end. All right, and nothing more higher than the Bible. It's the most selling book on the planet Earth. All right, it's gonna be the most talked about, the most confused to people. All right, the most struggled over. All right, the most everything, man. All right, everything derives from the Bible. Everything comes of it. Okay, so in the latter days, people are gonna try to mate it. All right, with their own philosophies, their own doctrines, everything, man. All right, and you got a big fight over the Bible was real. Just look at different men set up, bro. Men are battling like, we right, they right, this right, that's right. The Lord is right. All right. You got gangsters as prophets now. It's like, what are we doing, man? All right. You got the men of the Lord, the righteous prophets of the Lord, that's breaking the Bible down right, and everybody fighting against them, pretty much. Well, great, brother, y'all got it.
Kinda, you can continue in that 2 Timothy 3. I think you had verse 3.
Yeah, he kind of read it. That's why I jumped to 5.
Oh, kind. Well, yeah, pretty much. You know, as the brother brought out in that Romans, and as we're going into in that 2 Timothy 3. We can see all these different, you know, negative characteristics taking place again, because iniquity or lawlessness is abounding out here. You know, it's leading to these people waxing cold. And when society, you know, finally hits that breaking point, these people are going to break off against each other. So, you know, like we always tell you, sincere Akim and Akbat out there are billions of people on the planet, billions of Israelites, and the Most High, you know, called you, because we don't know if we're chosen yet, but you've been called to, you know, hear this word and understand these scriptures. So take it as a blessing. You could easily be bugged out here like the majority of our people. And hey, you know, the years the more years you are in this truth, the more Jakes you see that are in the truth bug out. So hey, it really, you know, flip of the coin from bugging out here. So that would behoove you to, you know, diligently, you know, stay in the good graces of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai during this grace period. But you got it, Kaya.
Hey, man, the doors of mercy is closing on this world, bro. The Lord, the way that the volume and intensity, the way this world intensified up, it amplified this level of sinning, all right, and the degeneracy, all right. It's because the Lord about to judge this place again. As I mentioned earlier in the video, the flood behavior is you got lawlessness. All right, what you got lawless is being uncontrolled by the law of any kind. These people ain't going by no kind of laws, man. All right, nothing that governs order in any form or fashion. These people are mentally illegal out here. All right, the mindset that they have, they are illegally walking around thinking, man. All right, they shouldn't even be thinking. All right, this shit is so defiled. You got some, Mama Watt?
Yeah, I was just looking at that 3 holy children where it describes the enemies that we were taken into as lawless, haters of the Most High. Those things go together.
Yep, go ahead, you got it.
God, you can bring it out, all right?
Come. All right, this is 3 holy children, chapter 1, verse. We'll start at 8. It says, I'm starting at 7. It says, "In all things have we trespassed and not obeyed thy commandments, nor kept them, neither done as thou hast commanded us, that it might go well with us. Wherefore, all that thou hast brought upon us, and everything that thou hast done to us, thou hast done in true judgment." Yeah, because
Mhm.
people are like, why, God, why is all this happening? Like, no responsibility at all. Like the Most High just woke up angry one day for no reason. No, we we went off. It says,
Yep.
"Thou didst deliver us into the hands of lawless enemies, most hateful forsakers of Yahweh, and to an unjust king, and the most wicked in all the world."
Just like Antiochus, different. You want to make a point, right?
Oh, you got it. I just agree.
Just like Antiochus and that other devil, all right, that when wickedness increased during his reign,
Alexander.
Alexander, all right, when our people just, when it says what's the one Raiah love, I believe is
Oh, that's Psalms 12.
Yeah.
The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted.
I always let that brother say it, he be ready. All right. When the vilest men are exalted, the most these people are under the earth, technically, man. All right, they're under the earth, but over the earth right now. You see, they're lower than the earth. All right, that's why I said they're gonna return. They gonna return to that dust and that confusion. But nevertheless, it says, "Unjust king and the most wicked in the world. As the king is, so is the people." All right. So now, what you're getting a carbon copy of what the world is actually like under the worst ruler that ever was known to man. All right. A person that wasn't ever supposed to rule, the Lord allowed him to rule in the kingdom of men. All right. Just to show you how worse and low of a vibration the earth can get, man. All right. Read 10 though. 10 is the point, huh?
It says, "And now we cannot open our mouths."
Yeah, hey, we can't open our mouths. When Edris saw us in these days and time, like, Lord, who gonna deliver us from these times? We could barely open our mouths out here, man. Every day we just think we saw something, the Lord top it with some other kind of disgusting, decrepit shit, man. We be like, oh, it ain't gonna get no worse than that. And then an hour later, brother post something worse than that, man.
Shit, 10 minutes later.
10 minutes later. All right. So the minute the Lord is in all like we probably it's like, and then it's like we got to do it right again because that one done surpassed that one, man. I mean, you got to pray to get up out of here. You're not praying for shorter days. You're a demon. I'm going to keep saying that. All right. You're demonic. Okay. You ready to perish. It says, go ahead out.
It says, "And now we cannot open our mouths. We are become a shame and reproach to thy servants and to them that worship thee."
Yeah. So at this point, the children of Israel, right, they're supposed to worship Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah as complete degenerates, man. All right. From the root of 2/3 of them, at least, for sure. All right, which is the majority of them. Okay. You have a remnant that returns to the Lord and those that believe on that remnant. But at the end of the day, all right, we are a despicable nation until Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, we supposed to be what that's Deuteronomy 4 and 6. We supposed to be an example unto the nations, man. All right, everybody look at us like this the children of the Most High. Is this the perfection of beauty? All right, look at them. Look how far we fell from grace, man. Okay, but nonetheless, man, this is what we had to suffer before the Lord come back. And we're in those last days and times. But that's all I had, right?
Let me see. That's pretty much it for me. You have anything, Amawad?
That's it for me.
Hey, degeneracy is going to continue, but hey, that wicked root is about to get cut off and thrown into the fire. As it said in 2 Peter chapter 3, that the world that then was, which was, consumed by the water, speaking of the first death, hey, we're coming into, the days of Noah part 2, with that second death, the world that now is, which is reserved for fire and the destruction, the perdition of ungodly men. Hey, the wickedness has a cutoff point. We're just about there, and it's going to be a lot of hell and death before we get there, but we at the end of it. We just got to maintain and, you know, not get taken up in the madness out here. Pray to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai as King David not to take that spirit off of us. But with that, we hope you sincere Akim and Akwath were edified by this live lesson. And again, as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Barakah. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who ruled and teach well. And peace and salutations to you, sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers enduring to the end. Shalom.
Shalom.